Well, good morning again, everyone. Pastor Cullen here, joining you again for another of our morning devotionals together as we seek to invigorate your faith and progress on a journey to better live, love, and act like Jesus. And I hope that you're being enriched by evaluating your life and the things that take your time to write new rules, write these rules for life to make sure that we create sacred space to be devoted to the Lord. And as I think and pray about what that sacred space should look like in this time where it is a bit depressing, we are struggling, I want you to read these words with me. Beginning in verse 19 of Psalm 22. But you, O Lord, do not be far away. O my help, come quickly to my aid. Deliver my soul from the sword, my life from the power of the dog. Save me from the mouth of the lion. It's so important to have these rules for life because when things are good, it's easy to press into God. When we're experiencing blessing, it's easy to press into God. It's a bit harder when we're depressed or when we're in despair, when we're struggling, trials, suffering, death, loss, mourning. Those are the times that it's hard. But I think it's in those moments that we need to have these dedicated rhythms for sacred space that allow us to have these moments, like the psalmist does here, where we cry out. In desperation, cry out. Maintain that connection with the Lord. Don't lose ground. Don't lose a day. Press in. Press through. Cry out. Beg for the Lord to answer your prayers. Invest in any way we can think. Because I think we see a pattern in Scripture. In the Gospels, Jesus is constantly told, or we're constantly told that Jesus immediately went away to be alone to pray. So time alone with God is fruitful. But then we're told of a different narrative with Judas. Judas goes away and he ends up committing suicide. Because being away and lonesome without the Lord brings you to these places where you feel like you're being attacked by the dogs and the lions. You feel like the world is closing in around you. So it's important when we find ourselves in these moments to make sure we have these rules, these sacred spaces where we can cry out to the Lord and receive encouragement from Him. Not looking to social media or looking for another place, but looking in the Lord. Because if you start looking in those other places, you're going to find that they're unfruitful, that they're limiting. But if you invest here, if you invest in the Lord, you will always find deliverance and encouragement. I hope you're encouraged. I hope you invest in the Lord today. I hope you feel ready to go tackle this day to better live, love, and act like Jesus. And I will see you again tomorrow.